What's up, YouTube? This is Alex Simon here on channel Trevin Alex. So I've been thinking about this April 1st format here, and thinking about what to play. So I'm just gonna have a drink of coffee here, and so I was looking at what I think would be the top decks. Obviously, I think Nekroz is going to be the best deck of the format for the first while. Everyone's talking about them Star Seraphs coming out, be decent in Shadalls and pretty good in Satellar Knights. So I think the best deck will be Nakaraz just because of you lost nothing to the deck. The deck became a 40 card deck instead of a 44 card deck. You lost a Brio in your two preps, whatever. So you still didn't lose any consistency. Number two coming in at this is a hard one to pick because you can look at Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss is still pretty strong with the one tour guide. They lose a little bit of power with maintaining certain amount of card advantage. Like they don't have easy access to the one card Dante, but they still keep their card advantage very consistently with Grafs and Seers and Skarms. So the deck will be powerful. Stellar Knights will be very powerful. They always are. Um, Card deck that I think could come in under the radar is Shadows. I'm looking at the deck and I'm thinking of a build. I don't know what route to go. If I should play the dragons, if I should play Dankos, if I should side Dankos, or if I should play artifacts, or if I should even play that new Pero card, maybe as a one of. It's pretty good. And Shekinaga is pretty good against Nekroz too. But if you play artifacts, you can play Lancia in the main and help out your Ritual Beast and your Nekroz matchup for sure. Ritual Beast are pretty decent in this format. They lost Tempest, but that's fine. Um, and artifacts might help out your Yasendra matchup a little bit because once they hit you with the combo one on your one construct, you lose. But with the Sanctum can help you just moral attack it. If they have the second one, then so be it. But yeah, I think that's what'll be decent. So I think that's a better route to go with Shadalls because I feel like they need defense. And with Shadalls, they definitely need to be playing Mistake. So the next couple decks are Ritual Beast will be good, Yasendra will be good. Heroes will be the same as they were last format. Volcanics the same, they'll be okay. Infernoids got a second charge of the Light Brigade. I don't think it'll do much until they get their new support still, but they might sneak in and get a couple wins at regionals maybe, or tops. That's about all I can say. Now, I have another discussion thing to talk about. Lots of people are confused when I throw around terms like rogue. This is for newer players, I guess, or players who don't play it as much on the competitive scene. When I throw around rogue, you could say, well, lots of people play Ritual Beast. They're not rogue. Well, they are rogue because when you go to an event, they don't have a huge showing at an event, and that's like one of the things too, but why certain decks don't top. Because if you go to an event, you look at there was one event, Y6 Prague, I think it was. I saw a breakdown of how many of each deck were there, and the most played deck was Nekroz. So obviously, it's going to take the most spots in the top 16 or top 32. And the next most played deck was Cliffort's Burning Abyss, or no, Satellar Knights, Burning Abyss. So obviously, you look at that percentage-wise, if you don't see a lot of Yasendrus at an event, there's not going to be a lot in the top 16, maybe none, obviously. So that doesn't mean they aren't a good deck, but that's why they're rogue, because not a lot of people play them on a competitive scale event. Now, they're a pretty good deck. You can get some. They can get in, help you earn your invites or anything like that. They can certainly top a regional or maybe even a YCS, depending like top 32. Nothing past that. Yeah, just as examples, there's back in Charleston, the Volcanic deck went 10-0. I mean, I think those things happen, but Volcanics aren't YCS. You're not going to see like 10 Volcanic decks in the next top 32 of YCS. It's just not going to happen. And that's because not a lot of people play the deck. Just for like those kind of examples. But yeah, I want to talk about Shaddolls. I'm trying to think of a build for the deck right now. I tested the artifact build a bit, and it seems okay. I think the dragon build doesn't have any defensive power, and you need a little bit of defense to play. And like it's certainly got a lot of offensive power. It lets you brick though. I don't like bricking. See, older Shaddoll decks with not with the dragons, you brick a lot. And I'm thinking even artifacts you brick. A Shaddoll deck is just kind of a bricky deck. It's just how it is. It kind of sucks that it's like that, but it's not as consistent of a deck as I'd like it to be. Of course, I'm looking at a monster lineup where I can, or a deck where I can either main or side mistake for sure. I don't know if I should cut out MST entirely because I did cut it out and I got destroyed by Yasenju. Actually, my worst matchup is Yasenju. And if you play artifacts, of course your Burning Abyss matchup gets weaker, but your other matchups get stronger just because, like I said earlier, because of Lancia and whatnot. But so yeah, I don't know where to go with the deck. I want you guys to comment, tell me what you think, share this video, like this video. Of course, I need word to get out. I need ideas. I'm trying my own stuff, but I like to hear other people's opinions on what's good or what's been working for them. Because hearing other people's opinions about your deck is certainly a good thing to have. Other minds, other people think differently while playing and building decks, so hearing their opinions is great. It helps you see flaws, it helps you see strengths, and that's certainly how you want to play test as well. I like to play test with people who can tell me what kind of plays that they would have done instead, because it gives an extra, like a fresh mind outlook to the game while you're playing. So yeah, I'm going off a bit on tangent, but yeah, I could talk about that, but maybe another video. Okay, anyways, comment, rate, subscribe, YouTube. See you later.